He was jabbing me in the ribs, like, enunciate your words, come on.
That's funny.
And so it was, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know. Here's the funny part. I didn't know what enunciate meant.
Ooh.
Hillbilly Live.
Hey, y'all, I'm Amber Parker.
I'm Brian Taylor.
And this is the Shit We Like podcast. This week, we've got Timothy Wayne. Welcome.
Hello, everybody.
Yeah, we do. First off, thank you for actually agreeing to talk to us and our stupid podcast here. We appreciate it. We really do.
That ain't stupid. I'm
I mean, we're far from professional, I should say. Far from professional.
I mean, that's solid.
Yeah. I'm not very popular yet, so hopefully I will be one day. But I take all the opportunities I can get. Plus, if I get to meet two upstanding people like yourselves,
look at that!
Thank you.
Already, I like it.
I love it. Hold on, let me get an applause button going here. I mean, because that really fills my heart. I mean, he just called us upstanding people.
I know. Yeah,
I haven't been referred to that in like ever
in your life. Never.
Y'all were both early. I was late.
No, that's false.
That is false.
Timothy Wayne has just set a record on our podcast. He's the first ever artist to show up early. He showed up before Brian. It's 2 applauses in under 2 minutes.
I know. That's impressive shit. It really is.
Yeah.
And I do want to say, you are famous in my world, though. You are famous. I found you on TikTok back in 2024. You were singing with that guy. What's his name? What's his damn name? It was backstage at a show. I think his name is Tim McGraw.
Tim McGraw.
You know
oh
yeah.
See, and we do a country music news show once a week, and we've talked about you on there before.
We have
singing backstage with that other guy.
Wait a minute. Yes, I actually remember this. Yes, I have seen this. Yes, or at least heard it. One of the two. I do. Yes, I remember y'all talking. Yes, I do remember this.
See,
That's
awesome.
Thank you.
See, there's the connection. See,
a lot of people like to forget about us, but hey, thank you. Thank you. I like you. Shit, yes.
Think y'all were talking about whether I look like Uncle Tim or not, right?
Well, is that what we did? Did we speculate about who else you might look like?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think y'all went over a couple different things.
Because I was thinking when I was watching your video today, he looks a lot like Luke Bryan.
Oh, I do?
When I was watching your new song, you had a video for it on your Instagram, and I was like, he kind of looks like Luke Bryan.
Somebody told me I look like Easton Corbin.
I can see that too.
The God Made a Country Boy music video. I wear my hair in a faux hawk usually, but it's messy and everything else. So it's got a baseball cap on right now. So I just had a faux hawk going up, and I had this tight white t-shirt on, and I sent a big picture to one of my buddies, and he says, "You look like Easton Corbin." So I'll take that as a compliment. I love Easton.
Heck
I know
yeah.
Easton's good. Easton's good as shit. You really is.
Heck
so
yeah.
What are you doing? Like I know you're part of like a country music royalty family, but I mean, what do you do in your like daytime hours?
I'm in school. I just got back. I'm in school or doing whatever. So I have a couple of friends that are involved with law enforcement down here. So I go and hang out with them every chance I get. Shout out St. Francisville. I go there, do ride-alongs, just go hang out with them, or I hang around the house.
Wait, you get to ride along in the cop car?
Yeah.
In the front seat?
Yeah.
You don't have to sit in the back with the handcuffs on?
Not anymore. It used to be a really common occurrence.
We're more familiar with the back end as well. Yeah.
Well, I get to hang out with them a lot, and then I go to class for the most part, and then grocery shopping, and that's about. I'm pretty boring offhand. People always tell me I need to post more about my life on social media, and I always tell them nobody would like it. It's usually me watching old movies like Gunsmoke. I'll come home some days from class, and I'll turn on Gunsmoke and sit and drink coffee. And I'm like, I don't think anybody wants to see me watch Gunsmoke and drink coffee at 4 p.m. in the afternoon.
You never know.
I would watch that.
You never know who might want to. They might want to talk to you about, like, watch it with you and like, what do you think about this part?
I should do I should do an Instagram live of watching Gunsmoke.
Yeah, and then people can do it with you.
Join in.
Yeah.
Hey, come on.
Talk about it.
Watching old shows and drinking coffee.
What now?
We like watching old shows and drinking coffee too.
Let's do it. I got a big couch. We can all pile up on the couch.
There you go.
There you go. Where'd you get your couch from?
It's my roommate's uncle's couch. It was a gift.
Look at that.
I mean, as I get older, I care about different things in life, like furniture, coffee, and old shows.
Yeah. Well, what coffee are you drinking?
I mean, I drink Dunkin'.
Dunkin', yeah. Black Rifle Coffee Co. right now.
Black Rifle Coffee. That is some delicious damn coffee.
Fur Missile. Now, the image of this is a Belgian Malinois, but I bought it because I have a German Shepherd, and it's got this sable German Shepherd or Belgian Malinois on the front of the box. So I bought it. I was like, it looks like my German Shepherd. I'm gonna buy this box, and that's pretty much.
I ride hard with the Great Value.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Because I'm cheap.
Yeah,
that's fair.
Hey, but Great Value is great value. So I mean,
it says what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
Right.
So when you go on to LSU, you're not a fan of Alabama at all?
Roll Tide.
Love the state, but I don't know if I can say I like the school.
I know their football team's awful, right? I mean, just
awful.
Be fair.
They're just awful. Hang on, let me change something real quick. I'm gonna make my screen a little bit bigger so I'm not jumping around all over the place. How do I? That's better. Right.
Are we moving around on you?
No, it
hard
was
to contain.
Like y'all were a minimized screen somewhere over in the left field. And I don't know. I didn't know. I had
like a fan of Alabama for a little bit. I mean, she kind of like got like invited into it, but she became a fan, and it's just awful. And she says Roll Tide whenever, and I have like an aneurysm every time she says it because I can't stand the football team. Again, I love the state. I love the state of Alabama. Yeah. Fine people there, but the football team of Alabama.
Look, my girlfriend and her family are Alabama fans, so I'm just like, you just kind of fall into that when you don't have a fandom that you're connected to begin with. You just kind of gain it.
You need help.
I mean, yeah, I would say severe psychiatric.
Yes. And it's okay to admit it. It's okay. I mean, Amber, you're a good person, and I know that you are, and I feel Timothy believes you are too.
Yeah, absolutely.
You need help.
Y'all were talking about being used to being in the back of a cop car. You probably should get used to being in a straitjacket if you're going to be an Alabama fan.
You know what? I feel piled up on. I feel ganged up on. Dang. Rude.
But we should get to some real stuff, though. I mean, you are Tim McGraw's nephew, and you weren't adopted, right? I mean, this is real. This is family. This is real family, right?
Y'all asked earlier if I was from, or well, not y'all, but before we started, if I was from Louisiana. My family is. So my mom is Uncle Tim's younger sister. She's the baby of their siblingry.
Yeah,
that's a good word. Yeah, there you go.
She's the baby, so he's my uncle.
So let me ask
how many
you,
siblings are there?
There's 3. There's my mama, Sandy, and then there's Tracy, and then there's Uncle Tim.
So is he just
oldest in that order?
Is he the automatic favorite uncle, or is there competition in there to like win over? Because I have a couple of nephews, and it is my goal to be their favorite aunt. And if they had some famous ass aunt, I don't know that I could compete.
Man, I've got a lot of people that I call uncles, that are uncles, but for this, we'll just call them uncles. I had 2 really big ones that I always competed against, which one are my favorite. So I have one uncle who is in the United States Marine Corps, who was an idol of mine always growing up. And then I have Uncle Tim, who was also always an idol. And they're both super fun. They're both ridiculously funny. They're both ridiculously intelligent. And I learned a lot from both of them. So I never really picked a favorite. I'm just blessed to have both of them in my life.
I like that. Now I know.
That's a good answer.
That you aren't just automatically blown out by the celebrity. Because I've never had an opportunity to ask anybody that before.
You know what's funny is I didn't realize until much later on that he was famous because I was listening to songs on my phone. It must have been like 3rd or 4th grade. I was listening to songs on my phone, and one of my buddies like, "Oh, I love him." I'm like, "You know who this is?" And they're like, "Yeah, that's Tim McGraw." I was like, "That's my uncle." I'm like, "No way, that's your uncle." I was like, and I started realizing. Then I was like, "Wow, a lot of people seem to know my uncle." And then I started seeing and then I started noticing, like, when you're a kid, you never notice, like, "Hey, my uncle's face is on that billboard over there." And then I started noticing, I'm like, huh. And I had gone to shows and stuff, and he had played shows, but to me it was awesome watching him do the things he did, but it was a job. It was a really hard job that he was doing. And but it never like clicked in my mind like, oh yeah, he's famous until later on in life. And then it was pretty funny.
Well, that's
so when did you finally get into music?
I didn't get into music professionally until my junior year of high school. I wanted to join the Marine Corps since I was 4 years old. Okay. That was my only ambition in life. I did any prerequisite training you can think of to make yourself think you could be ready for the Marine Corps. No matter what you do, you're not going to be ready for it.
Oh, it's hard as hell.
To get as prepared as possible. I was doing mixed martial arts. I was doing weight training, body weight training. I was running all the time, swimming. I was doing everything I could possibly do to get ready to be in the best physical condition. And I was getting ready. And then junior year, I picked up a guitar. Ooh. And I started playing. Now, I'd always been involved in music. I'd always listened to music. Uncle Tim had sent me, y'all talked about the new song, guarantee you. He would send me songs to ask my opinion on them, or after he recorded them that he was going to release, he'd say, hey, don't send this to anybody, which was awesome, which was one of our little things.
That's cool.
We all the time, which is a really cool. I have some really cool stories from that stuff. But I started doing karaoke and karaoke competitions. I never thought I was good enough to do it. And then all of my friends and my family, especially my Aunt Faith and Uncle Tim, they all started putting faith in me. So I had to start putting some faith in myself. And then once I did a semi-real show, my very first show was a stand-in on Legends Corner in Broadway. I was 18 years old, 17 years old, 17, 18.
Yeah, I've been drunk in that bar before.
I wasn't drunk. Yeah. I wasn't even supposed to be in there, I don't think. But I got up and I did like 5 songs. I did Lookenbach, Texas. Well, I did I guess 4 songs, or no, 5 songs, but Lookenbach, Texas twice. That was the first one I did on stage ever. Was there's only 2 things in life that make it worth living. There's guitars tuning good, firm, feeling women.
Fine song.
And I loved that. Still love that song. I still love playing it. But that was my very first song I ever did. It was on Legends Corner. We did it one time, and then an older gentleman asked me to do it one more time, and then he asked the lady to dance with him, and the next thing I knew, everybody in the bar was dancing. And I kind of had that aha moment right there. Like, I want to do this. This is fun. It's me with my buddies on stage. Now, back then, that's where I always tell people that's the fantasy stage of it, right? It's you and your buddies on stage, and it is. But then once you start getting really into the weeds of it, you realize how much of a job it is. I mean, you wake up at 8, you've got phone calls.
Yeah, that ain't easy.
Meetings. It's easier than a lot of other jobs. Like I know 100% I couldn't be a roofer. I 100% couldn't.
I tried roofing for 2 weeks.
I have done it before. And on small scales like sheds and barns, or I guess just sheds now. But I couldn't do that as a day job, and so it's hard in its own right. It's definitely not easy, but it's not as hard as some other things. It's hard in its own right. But I didn't get involved until junior year of high school. Started playing guitar. I learned "Mamas Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys" was my very first song I ever learned on guitar, and then after that, I was like, you know what? Everybody seems to be inviting me to parties because I have a guitar. I'm playing these shows. People seem to like when I sing. I need to get more comfortable in my own skin, and I just need to go at it. And then not long after that, a good buddy of mine, Mark Colley, called me and asked if I wanted to write a song with him. And so then that was my introduction to the songwriting world, was Mark Colley.
That's badass.
Well, that's a pretty good introduction.
Yeah, it was in our living room at my house. He came over for the night, him and his lovely wife, Tammy. They came over, we ate dinner and stuff, and then me and him disappeared into the living room. Excuse me, I lost my breath there for a minute. Disappeared into the living room, and we wrote a song.
That's
what was
cool.
The song?
Give me a minute.
You gotta know this.
We never did anything with it yet, at least. It was called. Shoot, we've written like 5 since then. Why'd you put me on the spot?
Because we got to know the first song you ever wrote me. You got to know that. You got to know that.
It's
how'd it go? Oh,
hang on, give me a minute.
How long ago did you write it?
Dude, I was like 17 years old. I'm 23 now.
It's been a few years.
This has been a few years.
All right.
You know what? I'll tell you what. I'm gonna find you the audio recording and I'm gonna send it to you. That's what I'm gonna do.
All right. So that was song number 1. How many songs have you written since?
Oh gosh, way too many. I wrote 2 last weekend, just in between classes. I've probably written close to 40 now, 50 now.
That ain't
the
bad.
last few years I've been doing it in between college and classes. I think that's pretty good. I typically write.
Yeah, because if I was going to college, I wouldn't be doing nothing.
I usually write 5
You'd
to
be
10
drunk
a summer. And then I have some it'd be less if you looked at my roster because I haven't put many of my solo writes in. I think I have 3 solo songs that I put in, but I've written a bunch of songs on my own that just aren't they aren't ready yet. We'll put it that way.
Yeah, that's okay. Work in progress.
I got one song I wrote at 2 a.m. I was so tired and beat up, and I was like, I want to play guitar, and I was like, you know what? I'm too tired to do this. So I wrote, I'm too tired to do this shit. And,
I love it. I love it.
And that one's definitely a work in progress, and we'll probably never see the light of day. But it was.
You know what though? If you want to finish a song, I mean, we'll be glad to record it for you and put that out.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, we're all about that.
I mean, it won't sound good, but we'll put it out.
I bet it'll sound fine.
Look, you know what? I love your positivity. Listen to that.
I gotta ask something because Amber and I were talking about this. Amber, what were you saying earlier about like who gives a better gift?
Who gives a better gift? What are you talking about?
You're talking about Tim McGraw, Faith Hill.
Oh,
remember we were talking about that privately before we, got in this conversation.
So
we were trying to decide like who would give the better gift.
Like every year on Christmas and my birthday, I get the same thing from all my aunts and my uncles. $20.
Big spenders.
Are Tim and Faith good gift givers? Is one a better gift giver than the other, or do you really know who the gift giver is?
They are actually, I hope Uncle Tim don't mind. I think it's more Aunt Faith that has the better gift mind.
I figured that.
Only because Aunt Faith's style is awesome.
Yeah,
she's classic.
But also, and also she's an aunt, and I feel like aunts are just really, really good at giving.
They're gifts. And they remember birthdays and they think about that stuff.
Yeah.
With that said, I have gotten some awesome gifts from my uncle too. One of them we'll probably discuss here in a minute on Guarandantia. That was one of the best gifts I've ever gotten, as we've seen. I was a recording session. My very first recording session was a gift for my graduation. That was my very first.
Oh, that's a good gift.
Oh hell.
That was my very first one. Nothing was ever supposed to come of it. It was simply he had the studio open. He had rented it, and he had the studio musicians. And he had been going over. I'd already had a truck. I drove a 2012 Avalanche from the time I was 16 up until last July. Finally started breaking so much I had to get something else.
They don't last forever.
Yeah.
No, and it sucks because I made so many memories in that truck, and I still have it. I still have it in Tennessee. It runs all right. It was just it's not that it was broken where it couldn't drive. It's just it's getting to that point to where everything is breaking one after the other. So it's not reliable. It's not like something that you break and then like 2 years down the road, something else breaks. I was breaking something, driving at 50 miles and something else was breaking.
Mm-hmm.
And so after that, I was like, I can't drive this 600 miles back to Baton Rouge.
No.
I can't drive this to gigs in Natchitoches or Monroe or wherever from Baton Rouge. This is going to wind up breaking down. I'm going to miss a gig, and then I'm really going to be hurt. So I wound up calling a buddy of mine. They've since sold their dealership, but I called a good buddy of mine and told him, I said, I want to get a Ford Raptor. What do I need to do? And he said, well, I got a 2019 on my lot. That's got your name on it. Come look at it. He goes, we'll give you a good deal. So I went there and found a 2019 Ford Raptor, all blacked out Rhino liner. It's not the top, but it's like middle tier, I guess.
Oh, they're badass trucks.
Oh, they're awesome. I love it. 36-gallon tank, and I make anywhere between, on the interstate, anywhere between like 17 to 22 miles to the gallon. I get like 650 to 720 miles of range, which is awesome. I can just go nonstop.
You can't beat that.
Now around Baton Rouge, because we stop and start and stop so much, it's more like 15.9 to 16.
We don't need to talk about that.
Yeah,
we don't. Yeah,
I just love it.
Yeah,
I love
great trucks.
Yeah. Smooth driving, and it was my first purchase it was my first big purchase as an adult.
I get that.
I just got it. It's sitting out front right now. Or actually it's sitting in the carport now, but I can't remember where I was going with that. Oh, I had already had that truck. Sorry, ADHD moment. I'd already had that Avalanche. So, I mean, he was contemplating. He's like, well, I don't know what else. And he goes, well, he's getting into singing and he's starting to believe in himself. So he said, let's see what he can do. I didn't know about it. My mom knew about it. And so he sent me this pin drop, and it was out in the middle of nowhere. It's storming. He said, be here at 8:30 p.m. sharp, like on the dot.
God.
And one thing about my family, especially my mom and my Uncle Tim and Aunt Faith, punctuality is a thing.
It's important.
Do not show up late. At least if you're going to show up late, it needs to be within like a 5-minute interval. Anything past 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes, that's you're very late.
Mm-hmm.
Especially when it comes to my mama. My mama is very punctual and stuff, or tries to be at least. That trait did not rub off on me, I can tell you. So I got out to Nolensville, it was Nolensville, and finally I come up to this shed. It's not really a shed. It's more like it's not really a barn either, but we're going to call it a barn. Out in the back, mind you, it's storming. Where this is at, it's got a lot of oil drums and abandoned cars and old RV.
Looks a little sketchy.
A little sketchy.
Mm-hmm.
And it's storming, and I got there, and there's just one light hanging above the door. And I texted him. I said, you got about 30 seconds, and I'm leaving. So Tim comes out, and we get in there, and I got to say hi to everybody, and then he just shoved me in front. Now, rewind, I didn't know anything about the recording session, but he had sent me a song, and he said, hey, what do you think about this? Which wasn't uncommon. As I've said earlier, we had gone back and forth on songs.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I think it's a hit. Record it. And he goes, all right, awesome. So he goes, go ahead and write it out for me and see what you think about it. Go write it out, do whatever. So I did. And then he sent me that text and said, hey, come here. I was expecting just to go hang out, see the process.
Yeah.
And wound up some of my other uncles that aren't really uncles, Adam Schoenfeld, Paul Bushnell, Dave DeVita, and my other producer, Byron Gallimore. Tim's one of my co-producers. So it's him and Byron Gallimore that produce with each other. And as soon as I said hi to everybody went to their stations. And then Uncle Tim grabbed me by the shoulders, walked me over. He said, this is your vocal mix. This is your instrument mix, and this is your master volume. Put the headphones in front of me, shoved me in front of a microphone, said, here's your lyric sheet, sing.
Oh, my God, no pressure.
Pressure's on.
And I was like, all right, so we have Byron Gallimore over here. We have Tim McGraw, uncle or not, he's still one of the best to ever do it. We have Adam Schoenfeld, Dan Dugmore, all these wonderful musicians in here. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm like, first off,
yeah, I would have had a panic attack. I was
surprised. And I was like, second off, ouch. I don't know what to do. And they started immediately. They started up. And I had to listen for the cues, and I sang. And not to toot my own horn, but according to the musicians there, they said they had never seen a young artist that had never seen a recording studio in his life come in and sing as good as I did. Now, that's not to say it was rough. The whole time Uncle Tim was coming over, and he's going, enunciate. And he's like jabbing me in my ribs. He's like, enunciate your words. We can't understand what you're saying. And I, at the time, could barely speak English. I've gotten a little bit better over the years because of having to go through media training and speak to in meetings and stuff like that. I figured if somebody couldn't understand me, it'd be an issue. So I've gotten better. And but at the time, he was jabbing me in the ribs, like, enunciate your words, come on.
That's funny.
And so it was, and I'm sitting there and I'm like, I don't know. Here's the funny part. I didn't know what enunciate meant.
Oof.
So I had to go over. I was like, hey, y'all give me a minute. I need to take a break. I'm going to go to the bathroom real quick. So in the bathroom, I took my phone out and I'm like, enunciate. And there's a whole time I'm hearing enunciate. And I'm thinking in my mind, what does that even mean? That's not a word. That's not a word. And anyways, I thought pronunciate was what he was. I thought they were the same things. So, anyways, we had a really good time, and the Garandantia was the result of it. And it's actually doing, it was a little bit slower at first, but it's actually doing really good now. And it's actually really cool to finally release that song, because that was the very first song, and the vocals on that are 17 or 18. I was 18-year-old Timothy. I didn't go back and re-record that. That is me at 18 years old singing in that studio.
Oh, no shit.
Well, that's awesome.
It's an amazing song. It really is.
Thank you. I was extremely, extremely, extremely humbled and blessed when I found out that Lori McKenna had wrote it. I was blown away that anybody, let alone a great songwriter like her, would have said, hey, you know what, if he wants to record it, because I didn't know I was recording it. She did.
Yeah.
I had no idea. He sent me the song, said, hey, go see if you can learn it on guitar. And then I go to the recording studio, and I'm like, all right, well, cool. I'm going to watch them record this song that I learned to play on guitar. This would be cool. And then I wound up singing it. And it made me feel good. Yeah, it made me feel really good inside that somebody like that. My aunt and uncle and my mom and dad are nothing to scoff at. Them believing that I could do this is a whole thing by itself. But also Lori McKenna saying, you know what, here's a song, let him record it. Let's see what he can do. It was pretty cool, or at least allowing him to take it for me to record, which was awesome. And been sitting on that song for a while.
Heck yeah.
When you're a beginning singer and just starting out, it's hard to believe in yourself. And when you have people believe in you, that's going to help you in a big way. But you got some amazing people really believing in you. So I'm glad that they do. And I'm glad that they did, because you're good. You're good. And again, I think you might be better than Tim McGraw. Just a little.
I got a long way to go.
Don't ever share that with him. You keep that between us, because I've seen him multiple times. And
this is going out to the web, isn't it? No, I'm just kidding.
The web. That makes you sound older than you are.
Yeah, I've got a long way to go. I'm really young, especially for this business. It seems now. Back in the day, I'd probably be considered a veteran, because most music careers went for about 2, 3, 4 years, and then people would stop and then go on to something else. But now they just keep going and going and going and going, which is awesome. And I've got a long, long, long way to go before I can ever compare myself to him or Faith or anybody for that matter. Right now, I'm just one of the best quotes I try to live by is actually from a Rocky movie, from the Rocky series from Creed. Adonis Creed, Creed's son, is learning to box, and he's worried about his opponent. And Rocky sets him in front of a mirror, and he says, right now, your biggest opponent is staring right back at you. Yeah. And so I look at that every day. I go into the studio, or I do a show or rehearsal or whatever. I think to myself, the only person I'm competing with right now is myself.
Heck yeah.
everybody
else. I've got to prove it to myself and prove it to everybody else. It's not.
And you got a lot to prove too. I mean, you're on tour with Tim McGraw.
Yeah, I've got
as well, right? Did the tour already kick off? When does it kick off?
I don't know when it kicks. I think it kicks off in July.
Okay.
So you got
my
some
first
time.
date's in July. Yeah.
And you're doing some stadiums with them, right?
Yeah. And I believe we're doing Fenway Park, which will be awesome.
That's amazing.
I'm going to take a baseball and glove to that one.
Yeah.
And I know we're doing Hershey, Pennsylvania, which I'm super excited for. I haven't been to Hershey, Pennsylvania since I was a kid. And when I mean kid, I meant like I was probably 6 or 7 years old last time I went to Hershey, Pennsylvania. So I heard that it's changed a little bit.
I ate a lot of the chocolate from there.
I do too.
Yeah.
So when we went, I had no necessity for it whatsoever, and I couldn't afford to buy it. My parents wouldn't buy it, but they had this like $100 chocolate bar that was 3.5 feet tall and like half a foot wide.
That sounds like a tummy ache.
I wanted it so bad. This could last me for a year. It would have lasted me probably a month. Let's be honest. I'm a mess. I have a
chocolate's good.
I have a sweet tooth like no other. And hang on, one of my roommates is trying to come in. I have a sweet tooth like no other. You're good. So it probably would have lasted a month, but it'd be fun to go to. And then we have Dallas and Houston. And then I had to look back at the others. I'm trying to focus on school right now. Last semester we did a ton of shows between the month of August and November. I did like close to 10 or 15 shows, I think. And in between that time frame while doing school, and it was too much.
I bet,
I'm a person that usually gets easily overwhelmed by doing stuff. It was a lot. And so this semester I kind of took it back. I've got a show April 10th at the Texas Club. If y'all want to come in Baton Rouge, Louisiana, y'all let me know. Would love to see you.
I like invites. I really do. Will there be alcohol?
It's a bar.
Okay. Just got to make sure.
There you go.
I mean, you don't know some bars, they're different, you know.
I'll even buy you one if you come, but you got to wait until the stage.
There you go.
All right. We'll look at that date, and I will try to make some travel plans because I do want to come see. I really do. Like I said, I've been a fan since 2024 when I found you on TikTok. And I feel weird saying that I found people on TikTok because I'm old.
Yeah, well, you know what's funny is I wanted to go the more traditional route. I'm very, very old school. I still very much believe in radio. Streaming's great and all, but I'm a massive proponent of radio. I still get in my truck every morning, and it's either here it's always 100.7 the Tiger typically.
Yeah.
There you go.
We also have the Swamp, which I think is one. I'd have to look at my dial. I think it's 107.1 is the Swamp. But I'm always listening to FM radio for the most part. Now long road trips, I typically listen to like YouTube or something, but driving around town, going to work, going to writing sessions, I've got the FM radio on, and I'm a massive believer in radio. And so I wanted to go those more traditional routes, and it's harder to go that route now. It's not impossible. It's just hard to go that route.
It's different.
So I had to lean in. I had to lean into social media because that's what everybody's doing, and everybody's looking at it, and everybody. And so I had to finally give into it. I didn't have an Instagram until I was in high school, and I didn't have a Snapchat until I graduated high school. I just never. It never. I was allowed to. It never appeased to me, or never.
I wasn't going to get on TikTok until Amber forced me.
I made him do it.
She kept tripping me saying,
and now he's got more followers than I do.
Things. I'm like, well, I mean,
But look, I can tell you what, as a couple of older folks, we are big fans of Guarantee Ya. And we don't have a radio station, but we've got ourselves a Spotify playlist, and we want to add your song.
Add it
so that we can share it with everybody. So we're going to add your song to our Spotify. Brian, can you do that?
I can. I just got to on my phone.
Okay. You work on finding your phone. We're going to add that to the playlist. We're excited for your tour this summer. Is there anything else anybody needs to know about Timothy Wayne before we let you go get studying?
No, I mean, come on out and see us on tour this year, and all my website if you want a t-shirt or anything. I
like that.
Go there. Go follow me on socials.
Speaking of t-shirts, if we send you a Hillbilly Live t-shirt, will you wear that thing proudly?
He's got to think about it. Yep.
I mean, we got Parker McCollum to wear it on stage in Houston. So I mean, we're hoping we can get some other artists to, wear some merchandise.
Yeah, that's fine.
We've got some good ones. We'll send you a good one.
Yeah, we'll send you some good shit.
Yeah. Yes, wear it at Fenway. That's what I'm talking
Just
about.
Putting it out there.
Is it a black shirt?
Yes.
Yep.
Perfect.
Okay.
They're all black. There
we're on to something here. We're on to something. Yes. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
All right. There we go.
Send me one and I'll send you one.
That's
we'll
a deal.
wear yours.
That's a deal.
Right on.
All right. There you go.
Do y'all have any more questions? I'm sorry. I feel like I talked the whole time.
No, you're amazing. Look, you showed up.
You did good.
Most artists we talk to, they're late. God bless them. We love them.
You had a lot to say.
I mean,
you
you're
had
a great
good
talker.
stories.
You're great.
Yeah.
Well, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
You did good. And this is one of our longest podcasts too.
Well, awesome. Well, if y'all have more,
you did good. I mean,
up the next like 2 hours. So if y'all want to have a 3-hour long podcast.
Oh my God. You know what? You need to tell your media trainers that they did a doggone good job. Yeah. You are good at this.
Hold on, let me.
Thank Alicia Davis for that
one. Alicia Davis. Good job,
Thank you,
Alicia.
Thank you.
Yes, that's good. Proud of you.
Yeah, she's awesome. But if y'all don't have anything else, no more questions or anything?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
You talked about more than we even knew. Now we know more about you. We know all kinds of stuff. What's your favorite class?
Right now that I'm taking, so I have a American Civil Rights class that I'm taking that I really enjoy. The professor in there is pretty cool. And I also have an ancient Greek civilization class that I'm enjoying and an archaeology class.
Oh God, you're taking like real
Those
classes.
Are just what, and those all seem pretty different. Am I right? Those are all.
Oh yeah, they're very different. I also have a medieval letters. We read letters of nuns, saints, study hagiography, which is the making of saints. I discovered that my 11 years of Latin from lower school, middle school, and high school paid off because I can still read little bits of Latin.
I mean, you're like really educated.
You're brilliant.
I got one college credit.
I like that.
One college credit. It was basketball.
My parents did not have the opportunity to go to college and did not have the opportunity to go. My dad was a lineman. He works for the union now, but he was a lineman, so he went to trade school. He didn't have the opportunity to go to a regular college, to my knowledge at least. And my mom didn't either. She went to beauty school, I believe, cosmetology school. But she didn't, neither one of them had the opportunities to go to a big university. So when it came to education for us, same thing with my uncle and my aunt, they were big proponents of education too. So my uncle went to college for a little bit, and then came to Nashville.
Yeah.
But for all of them, education was really important. So, where we went to high school was important, where we went to middle school was important, lower school was important. And then where we went to college, and the fact that we went to college was very important.
Mm-hmm.
Now, my college of choice was going to be the United States Marine Corps, and then my 6-string guitar had something else to say about that. So,
well, sometimes,
I mean, like Tim McGraw saying, I mean, damn country music. I mean, it gets in the way. It does.
Yeah, it does
for good reasons.
But yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I always say, we always have a plan, and then God steps in. We always have one path that we want to go on, and then we think that's what we're going to do, and we know that's what we're going to do, and then God says, you know what, that's not what you're going to do. You've thought all this time that's what you're going to do. I'm going to put you over here. And through this music, I've actually been able to do a lot with the Marine Corps. I just finished a partnership up with them. I have a lot of buddies that are still in the Corps. And I still try to be involved as much as I can from the outside and support them as much as I can. And then I get to do a lot of cool stuff with law enforcement too, which is another passion of mine. So this has been a massive, massive, massive blessing.
Amen to that. I love it. Do some USO tours too.
I would love to. I want to do one so bad. I don't know if I'm quite there yet though.
Oh no, you're there. You're there.
But I would love to. I would absolutely. They wouldn't have to ask me twice. I'd be like, "Yup,
let's go." I love it. All right, how can people find you online?
Anywhere. Just look for Timothy Wayne. I believe the only username that's different is Timothy Wayne Music on Facebook. I think. Okay. If it's got a blue check mark, it's me. I've got a blue check mark on everything. On I think TikTok has a red check mark now. Or I guess it is a blue check mark actually. I think I've got one on there, but it's just Timothy Wayne on pretty much everything else. Instagram, y'all go follow me if y'all want. I think y'all probably already do. To your fans out there, y'all go follow me.
There you
go. Download and stream the music. I've got 8 songs out now.
Yep.
But that's it. And you can find me on my website, timothywaynemusic.com as well. We've got all our merch on there. We've got
buy some t-shirts.
Yeah, buy some t-shirts, koozies, do whatever. Mm-hmm. We've got some new stuff that's about to come out too. We're working on getting orders in right now. So everybody be ready for that. I'm super excited for that stuff to come out. We worked really hard on these next designs. But yeah, TimothyWayneMusic.com for all the shows, merch, anything you want from there. Hope to see y'all in Baton Rouge and anybody else that wants to come.
Hell yes.
Hell yeah. Well, you gained a couple of older big fans. So
heck yeah.
We're not that old. We're not that old. We're just middle.
I was about to say y'all are not that old.
See, he knows what to say. Alicia, good job.
I'm gonna call her right after this and tell her, hey.
Yes.
Please do.